Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another tier show. Today, we're going to be doing fast food. This is actually the very first one that we committed to doing, and we're finally getting around to it, so I couldn't be more excited. And I got two very special guests for today's episode. Making his third appearance now, we have Monty. Monty, how you doing? How you feeling?
Oh, great, Zach. How are you? So happy to be here.
Heck yeah, dude. Great to have you back. And making his tier list debut, we've got Patrick.
Howdy, y'all.
So, Patrick, I think when we first saw this one on the Action Guys, you had some pretty strong opinions. So how are you feeling today?
Ready to agree with people who have the correct opinion about a very particular fast food joint that the first time we saw this was just disgraced.
Okay. Love to hear it. So I can't wait till we get to that. Hopefully neither Monty or myself disagree with you on that one then. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right. Let's see here. So first things first, Arby's. They've got the meat. This is in my regular rotation. This is very high for me. What about you guys?
I don't have it enough to have strong feelings about it, to be honest with you.
It's been a while, but for me, it was always low to middling. I found, at least with my particular palate, that there's like one or two items I could go to consistently and enjoy. And as a result, I have it like C or D. Like low
Okay,
C,
so
D.
one thing I'll say about it, it has, of any fast food restaurant, it has the best mozzarella sticks. And the brisket smokehouse sandwich is kind of like my go-to. It's pretty incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand it's kind of like, I know it's high on my list. I know that it's probably not super high for most people. That's just judging by, things like the length of the drive-through line. It's normally fairly empty. So
Yeah.
what do you guys feel about B? I mean, to me, I'm putting it down lower than I would if it were just my personal list, but
I think that's fair.
I'm fine with B if only for the curly fries.
Yeah, the curly fries are pretty dope.
I think the curly fries, I'm fine with it at B.
interestingly, I never get curly fries. I always get mozzarella sticks. So, but hey, that's good then. Okay, Checkers. Speaking of fries, when it comes to fries, Checkers has the best fries.
And they also have great spicy chicken sandwiches.
Okay.
I can't remember the fries. I only remember the chicken. I love fried chicken. Any of the fried chicken places are gonna rate generally higher for me.
So Checkers is pretty. It's not really in my rotation of fast food, but I'm always excited to get it when I decide to get it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
it's not really readily available for me, which is the problem. So
yeah, it's definitely less common than something like Arby's.
Yeah. Also, it's non-existent in Canada. So at the end of the day, it's only when I make it down south that I can actually partake. So I can't really give a strong opinion either way. But the couple of times I've had it, I've very much enjoyed it.
Pat, general thoughts?
I think it's fine where it is, to be honest with you. It's good, but not enough that I would put it, because I know it's coming, so I wouldn't put it any really higher than that.
So I'm going to put it ahead of Arby's just because, again, since I'm kind of maybe the only one that has a real opinion on it, even though it's not in my rotation as frequently as Arby's is, I do get more excited about it when I have it. So,
yeah. I mean, I didn't want to, based on Arby's, I would let you decide whether it's above Arby's or not. So,
right. All right, Jack in the Box. I don't have any of these around me. I have it occasionally when I travel. The stuff I've had is good. I don't know that it would be in my rotation if I'd had one local, though.
This is the big gap for me. I've never had Jack in the Box.
Yeah, I have a heavy Northeastern bias. I've never had Jack in the Box either.
Okay, let's go ahead and put this in the never been then, just because I think I've only had it maybe twice in my life, and again, while I liked the things I had there, it was like I can't form a strong opinion, and it wouldn't feel right sort of placing it within the midst of this other stuff. Okay. Jimmy John's.
This is bad. I've never had Jimmy John's either.
Oh my gosh.
I've had Jimmy John's once, and it was bad.
Okay, so this Jimmy John's is like, depending on the time of year and how busy I am at work, they do deliver incredibly fast. So if I'm really busy and I can't go anywhere for lunch, I get Jimmy John's. It's kind of like my go-to, but it is not good. I get it purely for convenience, and that's about it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it indeed. The one time I had it, it was bad, and I associate it way more with what was on the front of Brock Lesnar's shorts than I do actual food.
I don't understand that reference, but all right. Let's see here.
To explain, he was sponsored by Jimmy John's, and so throughout his entire MMA career and subsequently his WWE career, he just had the logo draped across his crotch.
That's very odd.
Like we all do. We all wear logos on our crotch from time to time.
Yeah.
Okay. Sonic.
Decent movie. Detective Pikachu is better.
Agree.
I
Sonic
haven't had a
is
good
one.
game since 1996.
Very true.
Actually,
I think it's average. Oh,
So-
sorry.
Go.
Okay, so Sonic is
I'm
one
talking
that
about the food now.
I
know.
didn't have any Sonic growing up. It wasn't until I started at the place that I work currently that has one right next to it that I started eating Sonic on a somewhat regular basis. And they do have a couple like great items. So their honey barbecue wings are stellar. They have tater tots for one instead of fries, which is fantastic. Love tater tots. They also sell like corn dogs, which is fantastic. Who doesn't love corn dogs? And they have like they have a patty melt that's really good. So from like a variety standpoint, they definitely get points there because I can go there 4 days in a row and feel like I'm getting a different meal every time. I'm not like locked into anything when I go there.
Yeah, I mean, it's so unmemorable to me. I've had it like driving down through the States a couple times, but just nothing ever stood out about it.
All right, I'm gonna put it right
I-
behind.
I think maybe a high C, just because
Yeah,
it feels
Yeah.
like the most bang average thing you could get. You're not like totally disappointed by it ever, but you never like enjoy it as much as you do some of the other stuff that we're going to get to.
and Liam, to answer this question, Sonic also has mozzarella sticks.
So does Burger
So-
King.
Right, so does Burger. Yeah, there's plenty of places that have mozzarella sticks.
Oh, so does White
Um,
Castle.
Okay, Whataburger. This
So
can
you
be
got-
no layer than
Yeah.
it. No, I mean my personal. This goes S, but I don't feel comfortable just sort of like placing it in S if we don't have some level of consensus on it.
I've never been to Texas, so I can't opine on this.
Yeah, I've never had Whataburger either.
I mean, they've got great fries. They have like, are you guys like thick fry or thin fry type of people?
Depends on my mood, really.
Okay.
I'm like a medium sized, like thicker than McDonald's, but thinner than steak fries, like that kind of fry.
Oh, so you're like a Burger King fry type of guy?
I'm like a Wendy's fry type of guy.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
I dig
'cause-
Wendy's fries.
I like thin fries. So McDonald's fries, Whataburger has thin fries. Really love them, and their patty melt is just like fucking A1.
But if we're talking like my favorite fry, it's a waffle fry. Definitely a waffle fry guy.
Oh, I also love waffle fries.
For me, the Apex is a good curly fry. Like that's why I'm fine with Arby's at B, because they do make good curly fries. And yeah,
Okay, let's see here. White Castle. I don't think I've ever had it.
It is garbage food, but it's amazing garbage food. It's like the sliders are delicious, but they're terrible, and you will use the bathroom after eating it. But it's a fun trip down.
Okay.
yeah.
So what does that translate to?
That translates to probably C tier above Sonic.
C tier buff Sonic. I mean, I know I haven't had White Castle, but they don't have a lot of variety, do they?
They actually surprisingly do. It's just that most people just buy sliders.
Oh, okay.
They do have like a variety of different types of sliders, and they have a variety of different sides. But everyone always just gets sliders.
I'm fine. I'm
Okay.
fine with it there. Again, the movie, much like the food, is just.
I mean, we could drop it down later. If top tiers are stacked. We could drop it. We could drop it later.
Okay, let's see here. IHOP, obviously not fast food, but it's on the list, so we'll rank it. I'm a sucker for all breakfast food. I think any
Yeah.
breakfast diner is good. I think of the ones that are probably on this list, I think IHOP is probably the worst, but I still
I'm
am
trying to
fucking
find-
down for IHOP
I'm trying to
anytime.
find if there are any others on.
There's a Denny's.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
there a Waffle House?
Yep. It's down there.
There's, Tim Hortons is right.
Yeah,
there.
there we got a Bob Evans. Yeah, so there's a handful more that'll
Yeah.
show up.
I mean, breakfast food is just generally better than most other foods. So
Agree.
It's impossible for it to be F tier.
Agree. I mean, it's definitely better than Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
Well, you also, if we're talking about straight busyness too, especially the IHOPs by me, they're always packed. There's always a wait, especially on like Sundays. So they're very popular around here. But then there are a lot of good points in the chat. This is not technically considered a fast food establishment.
Right. It's on the list. We're going to rank it. So, I mean, unless none of us have had it.
Well, I've had it.
To me, like quality wise, it's better than Sonic again because I like breakfast food so much better than any other. But I don't know. We'll rank it according to its merits. If we have 5 breakfast places bunched up at the top, so be it.
Yeah.
We also have to give them a demerit for the fact that they had that whole IHOB scandal last year.
Wait,
Yeah,
that was
why they did that. The April Fool's joke.
The International House of Burgers.
I mean, that was a marketing ploy.
Yeah, but it was
Obviously.
dumb, and I hate them for it.
I don't know. I mean, how many people were talking about it?
I was talking about how dumb they were.
Yeah,
Okay.
Many people were.
Papa John's, this is F for me. I don't know about you guys. This is barely pizza.
I've never had it because we don't have them up here, and just on principle alone, because Papa John is one of the worst human beings,
Very true.
it will be F.
I just want to look into the camera. As a New Yorker, I consider all of these pizzas garbage. But if I'm ranking them based on sheer fast foodness, yes, Papa John's is F tier.
Okay.
Garbage of the garbage.
Great. Love that. Panda Express. I think this might be the only Chinese food.
I believe
It's really the only
here.
fast food one because they're all like Chinese food is weird because they all kind of have their own establishments, but they're all
Right.
fast food, and the food is all very similar.
So I mean, I love orange chicken. I love the fried rice there. Variety wise, there's nothing as far as I'm concerned. I get exactly one item every single time I go there, and
Yeah.
it's always orange chicken with fried rice.
I've tried the lo mein there. It's not very good. It's usually very dry from sitting. And like you, I always get orange chicken. Orange chicken is my go-to
Mhm.
main. Go ahead, Patrick.
Again, the times I've had it, I've loved it because, again, we'll talk about it. There are certain foods that will generally trend higher. I think Chinese food is usually one of those for me. I think it hits higher peaks than IHOP, even if maybe the floor is a bit lower.
Mhm.
So I would have it in like ahead of IHOP, but below Arby's and B.
Somewhere here. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Nikki, when you say this, do you mean like from location to location or from menu item to menu item? Because
I think
I've
it
never
just
had.
means, like,
I don't think I've ever
experience.
had. I don't think I've ever had bad orange chicken from any Panda Express that I've gone to. But if I stray off of the orange chicken path, then it goes downhill fast. Okay, Popeyes. I haven't had it in many, many years. All I recall is that it is much greasier and much less flavorful than KFC. It was like or like Lee's famous chicken.
Yeah.
It just wasn't good.
Here's the thing, like the spicy chicken sandwich is top tier. It's not the best chicken sandwich ever, but it is one of the best chicken sandwiches. But besides that, the chicken to me is not as good as KFC. And there's a lot of Cajun seasoning on everything. Everything has Cajun seasoning on it, which I don't mind, but it's just there's no variety. It's like the fries are seasoned, like everything is seasoned.
That's interesting
other-
because I'm a big fan of Cajun seasoning, but I haven't had it in so long that I don't even recall that as being part of it.
The
Yeah, I
other-
think it's No, go ahead, Patrick.
The other thing about Popeyes, and this is either a feature or a bug, depending on who you are and what happens, the order is never right. You go to a Popeyes, something about your order is screwed up.
Interesting.
This is a known opinion on the internet. This is a shared opinion on the internet. And there is more than just anecdotal evidence to back this up. Again, to some people it's a feature because they get more chicken. To some people it's a bug because they get less chicken.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Have they really been relevant before last year, before the chicken sandwich? They've always seemed like they were dragging behind. And it wasn't until that spicy chicken or the regular or their just chicken sandwich in general came out that really helped elevate their status in the fast food hierarchy.
Yes, I know about biscuits, but I mean, nothing can beat a Bojangles biscuit. So,
I actually prefer KFC's biscuits.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, it's better. I still think it's probably better than Jimmy John's because it's fried chicken, and I fucking love fried chicken. But
yeah.
Okay, so you guys happy here?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm happy with it there. Yeah.
Okay, so next we have Little Caesars. Little Caesars is, to me, I think this is probably going to be a very White Castle type situation here, where it is garbage, but you can get a big ass pizza for $5. And if you're a college student, if you're just in a hurry, if you are whatever it may be, it's so convenient. It's so clutch.
Yeah.
It's like, so it scores a lot of points for that, for me.
It's literal cardboard.
Yeah, go.
It's literal cardboard, and the crazy bread is probably the worst thing that has ever been invented in terms of pure taste.
It's like oil-soaked bread with Parmesan cheese just fucking dumped on it.
Like it's more Parmesan cheese than bread, which
right, I know.
is like somehow makes it worse, and it's just there is nothing appetizing about Little Caesars except for the prices.
And the convenience, the speed, right? You drive right in, you drive right out. That's like the bang for your buck that you get, both from the actual dollars going out, and if time is money, the time you save and the money you save, like a lot of bang for your buck there.
I'm not going to speak on that because my entire tier list and what I have as number one is not based on convenience or pricing at all. So I can't opine for the potential of being a hypocrite within.
Because White Castle is still good. Like, it's still enjoyable to eat. Like, it's garbage for you, but it's still good. It tastes good to me.
But I mean, I'm like, to me, even though it's bad pizza, right? I think we said this the other day. Like, there's no such thing as bad pizza. It's fucking bread and cheese and pepperoni. Like, however you want to put that together, yeah. I can eat lots of it.
I think bottom of C tier is.
I think it'll probably stay. Yeah. In that range. Yes, Liam. We know there are better pizza options, but not at the price and at the convenience.
There are better pizza options. Barely any of them are on this list. Just
like even
your phone book.
I will say, even like Papa John's though, like I would rather, just on the pizza alone, I would rather eat a Little Caesars pizza than a Papa John's pizza.
I'll take your word.
And that's not even taking into account price, owner being a dickbag, and the speed. All right, Zaxby's. I've never had it.
No, never.
Never had it either.
Okay, cool. All right, Burger King. Probably my least favorite fries of any fast food place.
Yeah.
They're never properly salted, and they're in that like medium size where they're not like crunchy enough, but they're not potato-y enough.
Just bad.
And I don't think the only thing I like there is a Hershey Sundae pie, honestly, which is something that they just buy out. It's not even truly a Burger King item. It's not something they're making.
Yeah. The only good thing they've ever had on their menu that was a core menu item is the chicken fries. Like, that was the only thing that sort of set them apart. I enjoyed those.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's inferior to the other two of the big three in every single way possible.
So for a while, they had the barbecue Bacon King that I was a big fan of. But they don't even have that anymore on the menu. I'm not sure why not. But other than that, though, like the menu is just top to bottom, it's pretty atrocious.
Yeah,
And another restaurant that has mozzarella sticks, by far the worst mozzarella sticks of any fast food restaurant.
Yeah, they're terrible. They're like straight frozen. They're garbage.
I would put it below Jimmy John's even.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's-
Should
I
we
don't
put
think
it in
it's-
F tier with Papa John?
I don't think it's F tier, but actually I don't know. Maybe it is because I don't know what else on here I would put in F tier.
I think compared to the big three that are on here, I think
Yeah.
it's F tier. Like,
Yeah, I
think
I
so.
think that
Okay, let's go Wendy's.
I'm gonna fight hard for Wendy's because I like Wendy's.
Oh,
I
yeah,
Okay.
I
think-
love Wendy's. I love Wendy's. It's the best.
Oh,
of the
good.
big
Okay,
three.
I'm glad.
Like top to
I'm-
bottom, it has the best food of the big three.
I
So,
love their. Oh, go ahead, Zach.
so one thing I love about Wendy's, their chicken nuggets, they're very they're like light. You know, like
Yes.
a McDonald's chicken nugget. I like McDonald's chicken nuggets, but they're like they got a crunch and they're a little bit denser. Whereas these feel like a snack for some reason. Like a Wendy's chicken nugget feels like a snack. They also always
Mhm.
offer like the Baconator fries, things like that. I like their fries. They have they're thin fries, but they have their full potato. So you'll
Yeah.
have like some with skin on them and stuff like that. Nice little touch there.
Yeah.
We can't forget about the things like the frosty, the taco
Mhm.
salads, the chili, baked potato, broccoli and cheddar baked potato.
And by far the best burger of the big three. Like there's no question. that
Tastes the best,
actual
yeah.
burger is the best in terms of not only substance but of taste as well.
Plus, I think their chicken sandwiches are better than McDonald's and Burger King's.
Same with their chicken, so like their actual like chicken strips too are
Mhm.
much higher quality. I think
don't know.
To me, it's S. To me, Wendy's is S.
I don't know that I've ever had a chicken sandwich there before.
I have. They're fantastic because
they're good.
You can also get like a grilled chicken sandwich there too, and not just a fried chicken sandwich. And those are pretty good.
One demerit I'll say on Wendy's, if I get a Baconator there, it's good, but it makes me ill like immediately. There's something about it. I don't know what's going on with it, but like immediately after eating it, I will feel awful. I don't know if it's just the amount of grease in it or what, but it just doesn't sit right, which is unfortunate because it's the exact type of menu item that I would normally love. I would gravitate towards.
Yeah. I have Wendy's and S. I mean I can't say anything about Whataburger just because again I've never had it, but to me because it is the best of the big three, I think we have to put it in S.
Pat, thoughts?
I mean, I have nothing against putting it in S.
Okay.
There are a couple things I'm going to put in S, so I don't mind putting Wendy's there as well.
I think
Okay.
there might only be one more thing that I want to put in S.
All right.
Yeah. So Taco Bell. This is
Taco Bell is the clutchest of the clutch.
This is my number one rotation restaurant.
I have never
Zach,
had Taco Bell.
We're
Okay,
there.
well, because it is, I mean, I eat it almost like, this is going to sound awful to say, but like almost daily. I love their breakfast crunch wraps. It's very convenient on my way into work. If I pass Taco Bell, I just swing by and grab a breakfast crunch wrap. Obviously, not driving into work anymore. That is slowed down, but they got their $5 boxes that are incredible value. And yes, I mean, like the menu, yes, it's like 6 items reconfigured over and over endlessly, but it's like
There's
6
the-
flawless items.
Perfection.
Right.
There's no better food. I'm going to paint you a picture. Weekend night. You just went out drinking. There's no better food to have after a night out with your friends than Taco Bell. It is the clutchest of the clutch foods. There is.
I agree.
And as someone who doesn't drink, I will never experience that.
I don't drink anymore either, but when I did, I mean, yeah, that's the only
College
place you
Pat
want to be
loved Taco Bell.
after leaving the bars at 2 a.m. or whatnot. You know, that's the only place you want to be.
Yeah.
Okay, Subway. This is worse than Jimmy John's. This is probably
Yeah.
next to Papa John's for me.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to be worse than Jimmy John's, but Subway somehow finds a way.
And I think pretty comfortably does it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I'll
the
get it,
smell.
but I don't enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, I will get it just because it's close and it's whatever. But there is a smell
there's an aroma, yes, that
that is the worst.
very off-putting. You can smell it from a mile away. It's, yeah, I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah.
They do have good cookies. But speaking of, like Jimmy John's has better cookies, so
The Subway
even
cookies
that
are-
still doesn't do it.
The Subway cookies are only good when they're fresh.
That
When
too.
they're stale, they're just and they sit there for a while usually.
Okay,
Here it is,
Five Guys.
the
All right.
undisputed king.
I love
Okay.
Five
One
Guys
with a
burgers.
bullet.
I don't ever eat it. There's one near my work. I don't think there's any near me where I live. I've maybe had it twice in the last 5 years. I like it. It's fine. You're dead set on putting it S tier?
Yes, 100%. It is my number one by far. There is no place on this list that gives you more food than Five Guys. When you order a large fry, it is the size of about 3 fries from a normal restaurant. And so
Yeah, I
that's
did
why
notice when I went there the last time, they just fucking dump fries into your bag. Once they
It's the
they
best.
put the fries in your bag, they put the burger in your bag, and then they just start dumping more fries in. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're burying my burger in a potato heat blanket
I don't
right
I don't know
now.
if anyone else does that, but I call them bag fries because they're always there.
Yeah, and that's why I don't get the argument about the price because the prices make sense relative to the sheer amount of food that you are getting.
So my issue with something like that is like I'm a light eater, so I
Yeah.
can't eat a lot in a single sitting, and things like fries are not good after beyond the first sitting.
Yeah.
So it's like all those extra fries, while it's a neat little thing, and if a lot of people eat them, like good for them, but I'm never going to eat all those fries. So for me, that's kind of like I don't want to pay for those because I'm not eating them.
Mhm.
But
I mean, the burger
I understand.
quality,
Yeah.
the burger quality is also incredible because it verges on the edge of fast food. So that's why the burgers are generally better because they take their time on it. I will if I have a choice to get something and there is one nearby, Five Guys will always be my number one, even with the price.
Nice. All right, Applebee's. Again, obviously not fast food. Also not particularly good in my experience. Significantly better than Subway though.
Mhm.
It's so hard to rank it alongside something like Burger King
You
though,
know what?
because the expectations are so much different.
It's weird because I've noticed that Applebee's is probably the restaurant that's most notorious for taking pictures of their food and then having their food not look like the pictures at all.
Hmm.
I feel like they're the worst culprit of this.
Mhm.
Because they like you'll see pictures of their baby back ribs and commercials and stuff, and then you'll go there and they just look terrible. So yeah, I'm glad with keeping them as low as possible. The food's just it's okay.
I mean, I think low D seems fine. I don't think it's F tier. I mean, it's good enough that I don't think I would feel good putting it at F tier.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think everything above it I would get before I would get Applebee's. I think that's the way we have to start judging this is like just comparing what we've had before and looking at it. It's like, would I get this? If given the choice, which one would I get this over? Sort of
Mhm.
thing.
Mhm.
Okay, Auntie Anne's. I only get this at airports. The cheese dipping sauce is some of the lowest quality cheese dipping sauce I can think of. The cinnamon bites, though, are fucking bomb.
Yes.
But I mean, look,
Yes.
my thought is you douse something in cinnamon and sugar, and it's like, I'm going to love it, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Speaking of Taco Bell, Cinnabon Delights, the single greatest food item to ever exist. But I don't know what to do with these because it's like it's not even real food. I guess you can get little like hot dog popper things, but
Yeah.
I don't really like pretzels with that. I basically only like pretzels with good cheese dipping sauce, and they have bad cheese dipping sauce. So
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's a fine place for it because if we're applying the rule of like, all right, would you have all of this stuff before that? Absolutely, because that's not really a food item.
right,
So if I'm having lunch or dinner, I'm not thinking, Auntie Anne's.
I'm not going to opine because I've never had it.
okay. Chili's. So Chili's is better than Applebee's.
100%. Yeah.
They've got before the pandemic, I was having Chili's decently often. They had a nice chicken ranch something quesadilla on their lunch menu that I was really digging, and they had really good tortilla chips with it. So fairly high for me. I mean, probably somewhere in this like high C range, I think.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, they're definitely a lot better than an Applebee's for what they're kind of the same thing, and they're a lot better than an Applebee's. I think that's good.
I have no
I'm
thoughts.
very sorry, Jake. We'll do better with the rest of the list.
We'll be expecting your rebuttal to our rebuttal.
All right, Chipotle.
I like Chipotle. I actually have it frequently, but to me, Taco Bell is a superior taco place. While Chipotle has like better food quality, Taco Bell is better bang for your buck, and it's a more steadily go to. I think it is S tier just for the straight quality of food and like the variety. Because I've had salads, I've had rice bowls, I've had burritos, I've had tacos from there, and they're all great.
We need to talk quickly before we rank this. Is Qdoba on this list? I don't know if I see Qdoba.
I don't see it. I thought it earlier.
I don't see it. No, it's not there.
That's surprising that it's not on here. Okay, because I think I like Qdoba just a hair better than Chipotle, but to me they're almost like perfectly equivalent of one another. Like the ingredients are seemingly identical for the most part. So I think if we just group this into like sort of the higher end fast casual burrito place,
yeah,
I don't know that I like it at S though.
I personally would have it in B, but that's because Mexican food generally trends lower for me.
I think that's.
I love Mexican food.
That's perfect then, because I'm thinking probably A for me. If Pat's S and you're B, then we'll leave it in A.
Yeah, because again,
that's fair. That's fair.
Like I said, I'm not a big Mexican food guy, so it will trend down as opposed to fried chicken, which will always trend up.
Okay, Denny's. All right, so on to our next breakfast place. Denny's is better than IHOP.
Yeah.
The Grand Slam, whatever Grand Slam witch that they have is fantastic. Other than that, though, it's pretty run of the mill breakfast diner. So
yeah, I think
I think just putting it right above IHOP essentially, just to distinguish that we do think it's better, but it's pretty much in that exact same category.
Yeah. You can get a little more food at Denny's for a little bit cheaper, which I think is enough to bump it ahead of IHOP.
Yep. Okay, Domino's. Also cheap, also not good.
A little controversial on my end. My favorite of the not good fast food pizza restaurants that are everywhere.
It is good. It is good for garbage.
Yeah,
oh, you guys like Domino's?
I prefer. Well, I don't.
I know they changed. They like changed their recipe dramatically, maybe like 10 years ago or so, and I don't know that I've had much of it since then. So I don't.
Yeah, I prefer Domino's to every other of the sort of chain pizza restaurants that exist.
Interesting.
I'm gonna have to defer to Patrick here because, to be honest with you, I haven't had many of these fake pizza restaurants for a very long time. But I always remember liking Domino's.
How do you feel about this range right here?
No, it has to be in C because it really isn't good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
want to just put it right above Little Caesars?
Like to distinguish that it is above Little Caesars, yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
But
CiCi's Pizza, it's very bad. It's buffet. It's a buffet pizza.
That sounds atrocious.
It's so bad. It's actually probably pizza quality wise, it could actually be worse than Papa John's, but without the baggage. So I'll put it above Papa John's, but it's not good. And I just feel like any buffet pizza is like, I don't know that I'm trying to recall ever having good buffet pizza, and I'm not sure I ever have. But yes, I would choose Little Caesars over CiCi's 100 times out of 100. Okay, Hardee's. I've had it. I don't go there though.
Never had it.
I've had it a couple times. It is atrocious. It is bad. It's like right on the level. I think it's probably a tiny bit worse than Burger King. I
Okay.
don't think it's worse than Subway though.
Okay.
It's bad. And here's the one.
Jake, I just told you I'm a light eater. Buffets never pay off for me. Buffets are always the worst deal for me. It's awful. Okay, In-N-Out. I don't really care for In-N-Out. It's
Yeah.
it's pretty generic burger for
Mhm.
me. To be fair, I've only had it maybe like 3 times, but to compare that to Whataburger, I had Whataburger for the first time earlier this year when I was down in Houston, and it was like, I have to have this more. When I had In-N-Out, my reaction was like, oh, this is In-N-Out? Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
It's the most overhyped of anything on this list by far. It's fine. I don't care about your animal style crap.
Right.
Because just get poutine, it's better. Yeah, high C is fine with me. Low B, something like that.
Yeah, so what
I
I'm going to
don't
do, to me, like just as a burger place, it's probably C tier. Pat, do you have any strong opinions on it?
No, I've never had it.
Okay, what I'm going to do, though, I'm going to throw AJ a bone because he was supposed to be on the show today. I know for a fact he was going to argue hard for it. So I think if he were here, we would have invariably had to have put it up a little bit higher than any of us are currently saying.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move it into B tier, just not to overly offend anybody.
Just for Zap.
Okay, KFC. This is the best of all of the fried chicken places by a pretty good margin as far as I'm concerned.
I would have to agree with you.
It's pretty low on my rotation of fast food places, but it's like, I don't know why. When I think about it, I'm like, why don't I go here more? I fucking love it.
It's
Yeah.
it's pretty good the odd time I have it. I think they're
I want to put it above Chipotle.
No,
Oh, you don't. Okay. Yeah.
I think
No.
the fries are actually kind of underrated at KFC. I quite enjoy them, even though they're just giant grease traps.
Wait, do they have potato wedges there, or do they have actual fries in Canada?
We have actual fries.
Oh, weird. We have potato wedges down
Yeah.
here. You don't get
You have to
fries
wedge
at
No, we
at
get
KFC.
we have actual fries. I think there will be at least one more place where there is a significant difference between Canada and.
Okay. What did they changed something on their menu recently? I went there. Oh, you know what? No, I'm lying. That's what they changed. I went there a couple weeks ago and ordered potato wedges at one of my sides, and they said they don't have them anymore. They have fries now. I don't remember having thinking much about what that experience was like, though.
Yeah, I think they're underrated because no one ever talks about them. I think they're pretty good. It's again usually a pretty light fry too, which is nice because you've got a ton of chicken in front of you.
Yeah, I mean the chicken is just the 11 herbs and spices can't be beat. I'm telling you, man. And the biscuits are so good. The mashed potatoes and gravy. Their mac and cheese is pretty whack, but that's okay. I just don't order it. Okay, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Never had it.
See, it's I'm upset because they have Buffalo Wild Wings on here, but it doesn't look like they have Wingstop. Because I think Wingstop has better wings.
Oh, that's interesting because I think of the wing places that I go to on a somewhat regular basis, it's Wingstop, Buffalo Wild Wings, and a local place called Wing Doozy. And I think B-Dubs has definitely they're best. They're basically the best all the way around. I feel like they have the best wings, best fries, best burgers, best mozzarella sticks. They do like Cajun season. I was talking about how much I like Cajun seasoning. They do like a Cajun season fry that I love. They've also got, again, really good variety on their menu, and they pretty much hit on everything. Which
I still like them. It's still very good. I still think they're very good, but yeah, I think the Wingstop fries, Wingstop wings, and the ranch is also better at Wingstop.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I think we can kind of do like we did with Chipotle and Qdoba. We can almost sort of merge these into one if we only have one or the other. So, to me, this is a solid A tier. One time I was on a work trip and I ate B-Dubs for dinner every single day for 5 straight days and ordered a different menu item and was totally satisfied all 5 days. I mean, that's a pretty good sign.
Yeah.
But I still think KFC is above it. KFC's fried chicken is just so damn good. Okay. Chick-fil-A, as far as variety goes, super low.
Yeah.
They sell essentially
Yeah.
4 items, 2 versions of 2 items.
Mhm.
Grilled or fried chicken nuggets, or grilled or fried chicken patties. And that's basically it. The workers there creep me out, so they get docked points for that. I will admit their chicken sandwich is very, very good.
Yep.
I do enjoy
Yeah.
it quite a lot. They have waffle fries. Waffle fries are very good.
Mhm.
Yes.
They make
Their normal fries are not great from my experience. So I think, and plus their headquarters moral stance will
Right. also that.
always tick me the hell off. So I'm fine with putting it like.
I think somewhere like maybe in this sort of Panda Express range to me, where it feels almost like a novelty item to me, but it's like really good when I get it. But it's the same deal. It's like a one item type place, right? I
Yeah.
get the same thing every time I go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that same thing isn't on like the transcendent level of something like a Five Guys or a Chipotle to like justify it being any higher.
Mhm.
Okay. Panera. The only time I eat Panera is when I get catered into like work lunches where I have like meetings that go through lunch or something. And frankly, I don't like it at all.
I've never had Panera, so.
I like it, not enough to fight for it. I think they have a good steak, white cheddar sandwich, and some of the soups are good. But besides that, everything else is trash. So I don't mind having it a little bit lower on the list.
Better than Jimmy John's though?
I think so.
Okay. Would you like to see it maybe low C or high D?
Out of respect for everyone in the chat, I won't put it above Popeyes.
Okay. We'll put it above Auntie Anne's though.
I
Okay.
don't know what that is.
Lilo's Barbecue.
Never been.
I don't know what that is.
Long John Silver's. I've never had it.
Fast food fish is awful.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
sure that's
Across the
something
board.
I am interested in ever having.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually specifically had Long John Silver's, but any fast food fish is just atrocious. So on principle, I have to put it in F tier.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of fast food fish. That just sounds bad.
I mean,
But I've never had it either.
have you had this often enough, Patrick, that it's
No,
anything other than principle?
it's
Okay.
it's purely principle.
Just
Okay,
has strong principles.
I'm gonna put it in never been then. Just
That's
I
fair.
I think we'll have a chance. What do we got? We got is there a Red Lobster or something like that in here? I've never had that either, but
Yeah, there's Red
maybe
Lobsters here.
Okay.
Red Lobster is probably better just because they have really good biscuits.
Okay.
That's it.
So Marco's Pizza. I
Never had it.
think I've maybe had it, but I can't reference it in my mind. So
I don't know what it is.
okay, cool. Never had it. McDonald's. This has
Golden
to be
Arches.
this has to be S tier. To me, it's number 2 on my frequent flyers list here. Taco Bell and McDonald's are heavy in my rotation.
To be honest with you, I think Wendy's is better than McDonald's. If we're going pound for
yeah.
pound,
Okay.
In every
I
way,
mean,
shape,
I'm
or
not.
form.
I understand. Like, I went and got a fucking McRib today because I heard they had it, and I think
you made me want one.
I think who was it? Jerry said I've never had one because it looks terrible, and I responded. I said, yeah, it looks like garbage. It also tastes like garbage, but like good. Like if garbage were somehow good, that's kind of what it tastes like. I don't know how to explain it because like it's not good, but I love it, and it doesn't make any sense. They basically smash a hot dog and then pour barbecue sauce all over it, and I don't know, it works. I don't know why, but everything at McDonald's is like that. Like nothing's good, but I love all of it.
Mm-hmm. It's the problem with McDonald's is because it's ubiquitous. It manages to always be in my rotation because it's always the closest thing to you, no matter where you are in the world.
Right.
Yeah.
On food, I would say it's like a low B, high C, but there's just so much else behind it that you have to put it in like low S, high A.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like from a pure like taste standpoint, like I would, if given the option, I would choose Whataburger. But it's like McDonald's has variety. They have standing. They have, they have a history of just satisfying my hunger needs at any given moment,
Mhm.
and that goes a long ways.
Yeah.
Okay, DQ. I don't like DQ. I like their blizzards, but I mean, I don't like any of their food.
They got
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
The one closest to me got rid of the one blizzard I like, so I have very low opinion of Dairy Queen.
I don't know. I think when I used to have it occasionally, I would get like chicken fingers, I think, which were fine.
Yeah. I think their hot food is better than Burger King, and they do enough in terms of, well, their best menu item is their ice cream cakes. Those are the single best things about Dairy Queen, but they aren't really a menu item because you get them for a birthday cake and not for sitting down to eat. So I don't really enjoy counting it here. It has to be better than the Burger King. The couple times I've had their burgers, they were better to me than the Whopper. Their fries are ever so slightly better than Burger King, even though they're essentially the same. So yeah, I think theirs probably pretty fair.
Yeah, I like this because it's like they're essentially, if I'm going to Auntie Anne's, I'm just getting cinnamon and sugar pretzels, and if I go to DQ, I'm just getting a blizzard, and if I have to choose between them, I'm getting a blizzard. Yep. So to me, that's enough to justify it being above Auntie Anne's.
Mm-hmm.
And Nikki, I'm sorry, but what?
Yeah,
what are you talking about? You might be the only person on earth that thinks DQ is S tier.
Yeah, especially when there's a much better ice cream place coming later on this list.
Okay, Pizza Hut.
Just another garbage fake pizza chain.
Guys, I gotta fight back on this one. I fucking love Pizza Hut. It's way better than Domino's or Little Caesars. A stuffed crust pizza is like.
Is it 2 tiers higher?
Yes.
So you're saying it's better than Arby's, it's better than Chick-fil-A.
All right, you know what? It's not better than Checkers.
No, there's no way it's better than Checkers.
Now we're talking sense. Okay. Yeah. Now we're back in reality.
I like this spot though.
I think just for the stuffed crust stuff, I'm fine with that. Like I won't
That's the
also they've also got great chicken wings. They've got great fries. I don't know if you guys have what do they call it? Pizza Hut. What's their wing place?
Wing Spot or something?
Wing Street.
Wing Street. Yeah. The Wing Street is actually very good. It's comparable to like a Beat Ups as far as I'm concerned, quality wise. And
I've never had the wings. I've only had the pizza. I think maybe I've just had it too much to where it's like I'm so like tired of Pizza Hut and I don't enjoy it at this point. I would put it between Domino's and Little Caesars, but I will concede based on the stuffed crust pizza that it can go higher.
Yeah, and like I said, like with the wings and the fries also. So I never order a pizza anymore without also ordering an order of honey barbecue wings. And that's just something that I can't say for Domino's or Little Caesars. That level of offering just isn't there, and at that quality. Starbucks, I've actually never been to a Starbucks in my life.
I like Starbucks. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I like getting like the coffee from there and the cappuccinos, and they have the egg white bites, which I really like. But at the same time, I'll just have coffee from a gas station too. So I'm not really that obsessed with Starbucks to the point where I would fight for it. So wherever you guys think it should be, I think is fine.
I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, so I don't drink coffee. I have no idea what food items they offer. Actually,
I really don't like the breakfast sandwich. I think the breakfast sandwich isn't very good. Their cookies are nice, I guess, but like, meh.
I'd definitely put them higher than F. I think they're higher than F.
Tell me where. I'll just trust you on this one.
You know what? I think they're C tier.
Wow. Okay.
Low. We'll put them at the bottom of C if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay, Steak and Shake. All right, I told you guys this story yesterday, but this is a weird one for me because when we watched Ben and Drew do this, I looked at Steak and Shake and I said, okay, this is something I had a couple times in college. I was probably drunk every time I had it. It was completely unremarkable. And I never ate it again because it didn't do anything for me. And a couple weeks ago, maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, I went to go to Sonic actually, and it was closed or something like that. So I couldn't have it. Well, there's a Steak and Shake right next door. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll go to Steak and Shake. And I don't remember what I ordered. It was some type of bacon roadhouse burger or something like that. It was so fucking good that I had to go back the next day. And then I ordered a different burger. It was like a garlic something or other, garlic steak burger. And it was so fucking good that I went back another time, got a patty melt. That was so fucking good. And I was like, what have I been doing? I was like, what did I miss when I was here in college? Because I went 3 for 3. The fries were good. They got real thin fries. It's actually very comparable to Whataburger. The burger, the actual flavoring of the burger, the fries, very similar in my opinion. Not quite as good, but very similar.
I can't opine. I think I've had it once, and I don't remember it at all.
I've never had it, so this is all you, Zach.
Oh,
What do you
shit.
think?
Okay. Well, as much as I like it, it's a better local option since I can't have Whataburger. And I did have 3 totally different burgers, which is pretty crazy. I normally eat essentially the same thing on my burgers all the time. So I'm going to put it right there. I got to give the variety of having some other food items. I don't want it to just be like burger places everywhere. So I'm going to keep these in front of it.
Mm.
I'm not an animated sea creature, so the next one does not apply to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the
Yeah,
fuck
fictional
is that?
fast food restaurants, the Krusty Krab.
Okay, Waffle House.
I know Waffle House purely through reputation and things I see on my Twitter.
And what is that? What do you see on Twitter?
Bad
Bad things?
So bad it's good things.
Interesting. So
very much
Waffle
a-
House is like quintessential breakfast diner. Like it's like
Mhm.
if it feels like it is still in the 60s or 70s or something, whereas Denny's and IHOP have kind of modernized. You know, they've changed their restaurant layouts. They've done things like that. Waffle House has done none of those things. But that's fine as far as I'm concerned.
Mhm.
Like the basics they haven't changed. You know, pancakes, eggs, toast, hash browns, you know, they do them all as good as anybody.
Yeah.
I think it's better than IHOP. That's
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
much as
we
I'll
do
say
that.
for it.
It's breakfast food, right? So it'll
Yep.
Yeah.
it'll always
Yep, it's a
trend
breakfast
upward.
diner. Yep. Okay, Church's Chicken. I've never had it.
No, never.
No?
Never
Okay.
had it either.
Okay, Friendlies. I have no idea what this is.
I know
It's similar to an Applebee's.
Okay.
I know that people in my grade school class, when they went to Sandbanks, they would have it and they liked it, but that is the extent of my knowledge on Friendlies.
Okay. Anyone in the chat? Do you guys know what Friendlies is? Is it good?
I've had Friendlies.
Okay.
It's
Nikki's parents
it's a-
are obsessed with it.
it's worse than Applebee's.
Nikki said it's like a diner. Nothing like
It's-
Applebee's.
Well, Applebee's is kind of like a somewhat like a diner. It's
I mean,
equivalent of like
Applebee's is like a proper restaurant.
Friendlies is. I feel like they're in the same genre. I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't accentuate the nothing.
More of an ice cream
definitely-
place. Interesting. Okay. I mean, what the fuck? Schmodown Entertainment Network. This is trash. Who is that? PLD.
I would assume it is.
Oh, it's not. It's not Christian Harloff tuning into Zach and Pat and Patrick doing a fast food tiers list.
That is only
Wow.
94% accurate. Okay,
Mhm.
SDN.
Wow, I feel pretty honored though that a prestigious network like the
Yes.
Schmodown Entertainment Network is watching my channel and commenting.
Yes, it
I've
is.
made
is
it. We've made it. You know, I
is
couldn't
a
do it without you
distinct
guys. Okay, I don't know what to do
Um,
with this then. I mean, Pat, what do you think?
I think there is fine. You know what? Not above Popeyes. I'd put a
Not
lower
above
than
Popeyes? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Nikki.
We've sort of established Popeyes as the barrier to entry for anything that is half
Yeah.
decent.
Right, I
which
think
is-
so,
which is
yeah.
interesting.
Okay, Johnny Rockets, never had it.
No, never
Never
had it.
had it.
Okay. Del Taco, also never had it, but I've at least heard people talk about it pretty extensively, and they say good things. So
I've never had it.
I've never had it. It would trend
Okay.
lower again because it's Mexican food.
well,
Not
I
my
can't
thing.
I can't rate it just off of reputation. If I've never had
Yeah,
it.
can't read it. Olive Garden, I want it just on sheer principle. I want to put this in the F tier.
I think the breadsticks make it like right with Applebee's, but
Me too. I
I'm
think
with you.
I actually think it's better than Applebee's.
I feel like this is like you insulting my entire heritage. Just putting this in the D tier.
But I mean, Applebee's isn't good though, so I'm not like saying it's good. I'm just saying
That's
it's
fine.
Like
Can I put it? Can I put an asterisk under it that says this does not reflect the opinion of the one Italian on the panel?
Yeah.
I mean, what
Sure.
is like? What's your like major gripe with it?
It's like fake Italian food.
Yeah,
It's
but
terrible.
Taco Bell is fake Mexican food. Like, is the food
Yes,
bad,
but it's
or is it
American.
just?
But it's clearly like Americanized Hispanic food.
Yeah, but so is Olive Garden.
Yeah, but Olive Garden and all the commercials, they pretend to be Italian. It's offensive and stereotypical.
What?
They did have a really great SNL skit where, and they did this again with something else, where they just brought people Olive Garden pasta and then dressed it up as like just a normal Italian food place, and they had the people from the focus group just absolutely lose their minds.
Yes.
It was
Liam, what is this
that.
about?
really good.
What is S tier? Is he talking about Olive Garden?
If it's Olive Garden, that's the worst.
Is
thing
he,
I've
is he
ever
just
heard.
trolling? That's got to be a troll then, right? Because I mean,
100%.
I'm fine with Olive Garden. They got good breadsticks, and I like their fettuccine Alfredo. But it's like I understand like what Monty's saying. It's not real fettuccine Alfredo. It's not Italian, an Italian style dish. But it's good, you know. Okay. Oh, he is talking about Olive Garden. What a fucking maniac this guy is.
Liam, you're a sociopath. You skin cats in your basement.
Okay, Red Robin. This place I don't eat at very often, but every time I do, I'm very happy with the experience.
Never
got-
had it.
They have great
Yeah,
fries.
I've had it once.
It
It was fine.
is strictly a burger place. So like the burgers are good. They're very good. They're like big, thick, meaty burgers. They're not. They're probably actually more akin to. No, they're probably a fancier burger than Five Guys yet, but you're getting more volume, right? You're getting like a
I
half
feel like
pound
this
burger.
is hard. I feel like this is high for Red Robin.
Oh no, Red Robin's so good. Let's see.
I'm passing here because a lot
It's
of the
definitely
fast-
better than Chili's. I can't put it. There's no way I can put it below Chili's.
That's
I'll just
fine.
say this: most of the American fast casual places I've never had. It's mostly the fast food stuff that I've eaten. So
Yeah, Red Robin is a sit down restaurant, so it's more like it would be closer to Applebee's than like Five Guys.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel, had it as a kid, haven't had it since.
never had it.
It is
I had
also
it.
it's a breakfast diner, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Similar. Yeah. I mean, I think we're all in agreement that breakfast food is amazing.
I think so. Man, I feel bad about Sonic. I really like Sonic, so it keeps getting pushed back though, which is odd.
Sonic is so distinctly average to me that I think where it is perfect.
Okay.
But
I mean,
yeah, Cracker Barrel, I have no opinion because I've never had it. It's again another case. It's a case of one of those where it's.
I mean, yeah, it's good. I mean, but it's not something I frequent. It's not like
Yeah,
I've
I
been there
think-
like a couple of times in my life.
yeah, I think the fact that I haven't been there since I was a kid probably tells a story a little bit. So it can't be that good. Is it better than Popeyes though? All right, it's definitely better than Friendly's, just on the fact that it's breakfast food.
Yes,
We'll
I
keep
agree.
We'll keep Popeyes as our gatekeeper. Let's not
Yeah.
ruin a good thing.
D&B's.
Dave and Buster's. I like going to Dave and Buster's. I think I went there for my 30th birthday a couple of years ago. That was a great time. I don't remember eating food though. Does anyone go to Dave and Buster's to eat food?
Yeah,
Dude, I was about to say I don't remember eating the food.
I think that was a plot to a TV show or a movie at some point where someone really liked going to Dave and Buster's to eat food, but I don't think anyone in the real world ever does.
Yeah. I don't remember it being bad,
It can't be
but
good
I
either.
don't remember it being good.
We would remember it if it was good.
Right. I think this is again, this is going to be like a principled F tier. I doubt that the food is actually F tier quality, but it's just like such a, tertiary part of the experience that it doesn't even feel appropriate to rank it as a food place. So, okay, Bob Evans. It's right in this same, it's identical to all of these. It's right in that same window. I think it's actually probably behind Denny's.
Yeah.
But better than Waffle House or IHOP.
Yeah, I don't. No opinions.
I've never been to a Bob Evans. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just put it there. It's totally unremarkable, other than the fact that it's a breakfast diner, which in and of itself makes it somewhat remarkable, just in its nature. Tim Hortons. I've been there one time, and it was maybe 2 weeks ago, and it was fucking disgusting. Abhorrent.
Okay. This is where I can go off because this is the true only Canadian option on this list. If this was 10 years ago, it would be high A, low S. Now it is atrocious. As my father says, because McDonald's bought their coffee up here, even their coffee is bad now. Their food is somewhat okay, but they tried hash browns at one point. It was not good. It's better than Subway, but marginally.
Okay. I got like a cheddar steak melt or something like that, and it was like, you would think it would be kind of like a patty melt with like a grilled bread. It wasn't. It was just white bread with like a weird chipotle sauce. It was like something. It was like a school lunch or something. It was so bad.
Yeah, the donuts are like really bad now. Like, I don't know what they did to them, but over the last couple of years, the donuts have gotten really bad. I would get a McDonald's breakfast sandwich over a Tim Hortons breakfast sandwich any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Yeah,
a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle is like fucking prime. So
I think that was the one thing we kind of avoided in our talk about McDonald's. The McDonald's breakfast menu is.
And they added the chicken McGriddle recently, which is, you can get 2 of them for $3, I think it is. That's fucking incredible also. On the Border, never had it.
Never had it.
Pat?
Never had it.
Okay. Krispy Kreme. I love Krispy Kreme. It's again, this is so maybe it goes in this range then with the other One Tricks.
Yeah.
Because it is impeccable, but one, they're I love sugar. I can mostly eat pounds and pounds of sugar at a time. Krispy Kreme though is like, somehow they managed to pack more sugar than you think you could possibly pack into that package, and I can eat like 2 Krispy Kreme donuts before like I need to sit down for a while.
Yeah, I think it's, for me, it's between Panda and Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
But
yeah, I'm happy with that.
It's a really great
works for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
On principle, I will put Dunkin' in F tier because I hate the city of Boston.
Oh,
let's not go that far.
Too many principle takes here. Okay. I actually prefer.
I've never had Dunkin', by the way.
I prefer a glazed donut from Dunkin' than I do to Krispy Kreme. It feels more balanced to me, right? So it's very sugary still, but not as sugary as Krispy Kreme. And then they also have good breakfast sandwiches on top of that.
Yeah. Plus, they're just go-to. They're so fast. There's one like every 5 blocks over here. They're just the go-to. Everyone loves Dunkin'.
I mean, I like it there, just marginally better than Krispy Kreme, but actually, I might put it in front of Panda also.
Yeah, you can do
Sure.
that. It's fine.
Okay.
My hatred of it is purely based off of my hatred for the city of Boston.
Baskin Robbins.
That's that good shit, man. Give me some of that Baskin Robbins ice cream. That
Do you actually like Baskin Robbins ice cream?
Yes, because there's mint ice cream, and any place that
Oh,
gives me
no.
mint ice cream is
I prefer Carvel. It's so weird. This is the only strictly ice cream place on here.
Yeah,
I don't like mint ice cream, and I don't know that I've ever had much ice cream from there.
Yeah.
And
Again.
yes, Nikki just pointed this out, but yes, same with me. Baskin and Dunkin' are a combo, so I don't even think of Baskin as like its own entity, really.
Yeah, see, up here we don't have it attached to anything really, so it's usually on its own. I've definitely had better mint ice cream, and there's definitely better places for it, but the fact that it has mint ice cream makes it a lot better than a lot of other things because that's my go-to ice cream choice.
Pat, any strong takes here?
I have no strong opinions on it. I prefer other ice cream places to it, but I still think it's good.
Patrick, where do you want it?
Like, there is fine. Like, I get that there isn't much variety with it, but...
Okay, I'm going to do something real quick, just looking at what we have left here.
Yeah.
I'm going to make some adjustments here.
Oh, why is Arby's going into A tier? I don't care about list balancing.
That's good. I'm not list balancing. I just feel like we were maybe saving space in S, but there's nothing coming. So
yeah, I also agree with that. I'm happy with Whataburger. No, we can put Chipotle back in S.
We'll do that. There we go.
God damn it! All right.
That works for me.
Now I feel more satisfied having Whataburger in S tier. That makes me feel
I don't
much
feel
better
satisfied.
about this.
I don't feel satisfied, damn it.
So let's run through these quickly. Let's see how.
Yeah, Carrabba's. I've never had it. I don't even know.
Never had it.
No,
never had it.
Cheesecake Factory. I like it. I think I've maybe had it twice in my life. I don't remember much about it. I do know that it was a pleasant experience, but
again, this is another weird principle I have. It was a main factor in the Big Bang Theory, therefore it is heavily penalized for that.
Okay.
You have a lot of weird non-food principles when it comes to these food establishments.
Okay, I think I put it ahead of DQ though, just on the principle that if I'm like strictly going to buy a dessert of some kind, I would rather get it from the Cheesecake Factory.
That's fine. Yeah.
I've never had it. It's just a sheer weird principle that I have with a lot of stuff.
Beef O'Brady's.
Never. Don't even know what that is.
I don't think that's a real place.
The only reason I know what that is because it was a sponsor of a college football bowl game for a long time, and it was really fun to say.
Oh, okay. Well, they must be doing okay if they're sponsoring bowl games.
They used to.
Okay, here we have a fish skeleton. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a name attached to it. Bonefish Grill.
Never had it.
Never had it. Okay. El Pollo Loco.
Never had it.
I've never had it.
No.
Okay. Man, they left us with all the skippers here at the bottom. A&W, to me, it's not good. We've got a handful of them around here. They close for the winter, but they're all drive-in. They're all bad.
It's much better in Canada.
Is it?
A&W in Canada is like an actual fast food place and is actually like somewhat decent sometimes.
Okay.
They have pretty good onion rings, honestly. Other than that, it's not memorable in any way, but it's much better than everything I've heard about A&W in the US.
Like a high C then?
Yeah, something like that. It's a very just like generic burger joint that doesn't go wrong.
Okay, Firehouse Subs. I don't think I've ever had it.
Nope.
I know they're around here. I just have never gone there. Pat, have you?
Never had it. Never had it.
Okay, Golden Corral. This is our first like strictly buffet place, right? I mean, other than CC's Pizza, but Golden Corral. I mean, it's a buffet. I mean, they're kind of like breakfast joints in that way, where it's like if you've had one, you've had them all type of deal. There's very little gradation between them. I like it strictly for variety. It's hard to go to a buffet and not find anything that you like.
I might be confusing it with something else, but I don't find it memorable in any way, shape, or form.
The same. I don't think it's that memorable.
Like a low C, high B. I think Popeyes would be better. I think it fits right into those like weird fast casual, the sort of Cracker Barrel friendlies.
Yeah, it's
that they have there.
probably very similar to a Cracker Barrel or a Friendly's.
Yeah. With the buffet option instead of the pure sit down of it.
Dude, what are you talking about? Firehouse disrespect. None of us have had it. What are we supposed to do? We didn't even rank it.
Yeah.
Fucking rank it, motherfucker. I'm just like fucking rank it, bro.
Okay, Hungry Howie's. Have either of you had this? So this is like if Little Caesars got creative. Okay, so they have the same. They've got the Howie Nowie, which is also a $5 pizza that is ready to go. But I think they were one of the first places that did crust flavoring. So again, in college, I used to go there. There was one right next to my apartment, and they would do like garlic ranch crust flavor and stuff like that. It's honestly like a duplicate of Little Caesars, but with better crust. So for that reason, it just has to live with Little Caesars right there.
That's fine.
Okay, we've got like I think 4 or 5 minutes till our self-imposed deadline.
Yep.
So let's just quickly go through and see how much of this like we actually can talk about.
Crystal's never had it.
I've
Never had it.
Crystal. I don't think I've actually ever had anything else on here except Red
Never had
Lobster.
Ruby Tuesday.
Have you ever had Red Lobster?
I have. The biscuits are good.
Okay.
I've had Red Lobster. Their biscuits are good. Seafood's decent.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on where it should go? I mean, F tier or
Probably low D. Yeah.
Low D. The biscuits are good, but again, it's fast food, fast casual seafood, which is just like atrocious.
Okay. Hooters, I've been there maybe a couple times. Not great. I would of like the wing places, it's probably pretty much the lowest on my list. In fact, you may have noticed when I was talking about wing places earlier, I didn't even remember it existed.
Yeah, me neither. I totally forgot it existed. Decent wings, and I don't like to objectify women. All women are people.
We all respect women on this show.
100%.
Respect women. It's better than Subway though. I mean, God,
Yeah.
Subway's so bad. It's better than Tim Hortons. Oh, that looks good. You guys happy with
Yeah,
that?
fine. Yeah, I can live with that. Yeah.
Okay, Cheddar's.
Never had
Also, yes, this is a great description of Hungry Howie's. White Castle of pizza.
Sentence where it belongs then.
But I mean, where did? Oh, okay, yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
close to
it's
White
right
Castle.
where it
Okay.
belongs.
Cheddar's. I've never
No.
had it.
Don't have it.
Um,
Longhorn Steakhouse. They have good bread. I can't really tell you much about what else I've ever eaten there before, though.
never eaten at a Longhorn Steakhouse.
Okay.
I've had the next two. I've had Outback and Texas Roadhouse.
It's very similar to them. I mean, they all kind of have that same. I mean, Outback is a little different because it's got that Australian theme to it. It's very
Boy.
similar to Texas. Obviously, Texas and Longhorn, also, both being Texas themed places. For the bread alone, it's not as good as Olive Garden, though. It's better than Applebee's. Outback. Any
Outback.
opinions on this? I haven't been there in a really long time.
It's decent. Yeah.
Great bowl game. It has one of the
Very
lasting
true.
images of the internet college football space where Banner Society lead editor Ryan Nanny was in the Bloomin' Onion costume playing with the South Carolina Gamecock a couple years back, and it's one of the single funniest things I've ever seen. I don't care about their food because I've never had it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's been so long that since I've had it, I don't know that I can rate it.
That's fine. I also haven't had it in a very long time.
Okay, Ruby Tuesdays. I've never had it. It's straight up burger joint though, right?
Never
As far as
had
I
it.
know.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never had it, and I've never had whatever that is. Is that
Texas
Mexico?
Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, I've never had it.
It's basically just like a Longhorn Steakhouse.
Yeah, they're very salty too. A little too much salt on their food.
Well, there it is. There's our tiers list. It's a bottom heavy tiers list, which I think is probably not surprising. I mean, fast food or just like any type of like lower tier restaurant food is, I think, just by its nature not going to be all that great. So I think it makes sense. This is a little bit bottom heavy. Looking at the top line, the top two lines even, those are all other than Five Guys, and just because of accessibility, Whataburger, those are all in my rotation. I'm good with all of those. None of those are even remotely shocking or off-putting to me.
Yeah. I mean, besides Taco Bell, everything, if it was available to me, would be in my rotation, except maybe and maybe Buffalo Wild Wings as well. But everything has been roughly in my rotation for a while. A lot of convenient places, bar Five Guys and Whataburger, which are a little bit more expensive. The rest of it, I think we've centered mainly on convenience. And I think, as you'll see, we've trended towards the burger and the chicken, because I think those are generally the two best. Yeah,
no, our B tier, we kind of get into sort of like the one trick sort of between Panda, chicken, donuts, breakfast type of thing. So that's kind of a nice delineation there. I think the only thing on here that I feel uncomfortable about is Sonic, honestly. So not bad as far as I'm concerned. My personal list is not very far off from this.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's pretty similar. I would put Chipotle in S tier, but besides that, I'm pretty happy with everything.
Yeah, for me, the only big difference, I think, is Pizza Hut. The two biggest differences for me are Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. I've never had Taco Bell, and I generally I think I've grown tired of Pizza Hut. I think that'd be the only thing that I move significantly further down. Otherwise, everything's roughly in the right place. Maybe Popeye's up a little bit, but
I mean, it did a great job as our gatekeeper, though.
It did.
It served its purpose well here today.
It held the line.
It'd be interesting to see once we've all had Jack in the Box where we'd throw it, because I think that's one place among the never bins that I think.
Right. Yeah. Because I actually have had it like twice and I really enjoyed it, but it's like it's such a limited slice of the menu and so infrequently that I couldn't rate it.
Watch out for Zach, Pat, and Patrick eating Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Review.
Next live event, we can find a Jack in the Box and all go and do a live review, a mukbang of Jack in the Box.
Live from
Jack in the
Box. Right. So, all right. Hey, that was fun. We've been looking forward to doing it, and now it's done. Anyone in the comments, Buck, talking to you that has an issue, look, man, you've got a YouTube channel. Make the rebuttal to the rebuttal.
Yeah.
All right, I'll watch it. You make it, I'll watch it. So with that said, we have the next tier list show is going to be on Sunday, and it is going to be the first 151 Pokemon extravaganza. It's going to be a long episode because there's going to be a lot of look, we had 70 items here. Only 3 panelists, and it took us an hour and 15 minutes. Pokemon is more than double that, with more than double the number of panelists. I think we've got 6 that are going to be there. I think the 3 of us are all going to be there, right?
I am. I don't know.
Patrick, you're not going to be on there?
I don't think I'm going to be on there. I've already made my tier list, and we'll provide it to you as a reference, because I think in terms of media, there is nothing I've consumed more than Pokemon in my life, except possibly football. But
I mean, if you're available, I will. I mean, I can essentially host the show. I don't know that I have. I mean, my Pokemon knowledge is limited to the first 151, and it's pretty dated at this point. So there's maybe an opportunity where I'll just sort of host, moderate a little bit, and let everyone else sort of do the actual deciding of where it goes. So if you want to be there, you can be. I think that's going to be Sunday around 1 or 2 o'clock, I think, is what we're looking at right now.
I might pop in for a bit, and then depending on how contentious it gets, which it will be because it's Pokemon.
Right.
Well, I got ones that I'm fighting for.
Okay. Good. I mean, it's going to be a beast of a tier list. So
it will be.
I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a long episode. It's going to be fun though. So yeah, I think that'll do it for this episode, and we'll see you guys on Sunday.